The road get rocky again. I'm back in this thing and I brought me a friend. My sin and thought I could win. I throw up a prayer, it's gone with the wind. Okay, in the studio, locked in the gym. Verses they turn into him. Bright light, flashing. Rest out the tomb like I'm Lazarus. Hop on the beat, no spazzing. Got him in shot like anaphylactic.
I think like just the atmosphere, the people working together, and we just being like a family, and we're riding together. It's so much fun.
Beautiful place to come. Good food, river, just a nice area. But the track's savage. More gnarly than the previous tracks that we've had this season. I've come here a lot with my family over the years and they really like being here, but they don't have to tackle the black snake.
We've had a fantastic start to the season, that we've had our highs and lows. We've got all the riders back together, everyone's healthy and riding this weekend, which is brilliant. I think we just need to be aware that each individual rider is probably going to have their own outcomes from this weekend. I don't think it's wise to go, right, everyone, let's just go full gas.
One of those tracks where it's like rough, janky at times, it's easy to catch a wheel or pedal and just crash. It's a track that can just bite at any time. We've spoken about it a little bit, maybe trying to lead the riders on a safer, smoother line to get some speed going without taking too much risk.
With athletes, obviously I'm new in the team this year, so it does take a bit of time. If you don't get injured or you don't sort of need my services, it takes longer to build that trust because you earn that trust and respect through helping them. Bodie coming back from an over the bars in Loudounville where he had concussion symptoms, so 2 weeks at home, followed the protocol, so is back this weekend and raring to go. Same for Eris, she had lingering symptoms for a few days, but luckily we had enough time between races to go through the full ramp up. Lena also, she's on the last day of her ramp up today, so she's got full trail riding and technical riding to see how she processes that, and if she's all good today then she's ready for the weekend also. With the education around concussions and head injuries at the minute, they're fully on board with the correct protocol and have listened quite nicely actually over the last few weeks. That's why they're all here. If they hadn't listened then they probably were unlikely to be back.
Such a brutal, rough track and hard to hold on. Like, it's going to be a big challenge coming back from where I am at the moment. I think I'm going to have to ride within my capabilities this round, make sure I can actually stay on the bike and build that confidence back. I'm not going to go out and follow Gracie down first lap because I just want to keep up, and she's riding so well at the moment and at top of her game.
The back-to-back wins it feels cool. I'm a World Cup winner now. I'm where I want to be. Keep trying to go for the number one. I can win, and that's possible. It's my goal now.
She's just so fast, and I want to be like her one day.
First morning practice, just figuring out the track.
The load there?
Like, I don't want to hit that rut.
No.
Every run is try and go faster and faster and faster. Get up to like 90% pace first day. After a couple of runs, I just felt like crying. I thought I was good at this track, and in practice, I was just stressing.
It's a bit of a leveler, this track. Puts people on an even playing field.
It's a hard balance between everyone telling you like, oh, your progression is really good. Trust the process, like it'll come. I just want to perform for myself. I want to come back for me, not for other people's expectations. I just want to go and be really satisfied with how I'm riding and racing.
I'm just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together and trust the process, as they say, and working with the team and trying to get back into good shape.
So he wants to perform, he wants to deliver. He's not happy with where he's at. That's because he's a champion, he wants to win. But secondly, I think we did find something in the bike last week that we've improved. And because of that, I think he's probably thinking, well, if the bike's better, there's no excuse not to maybe perform a bit better. but you could just see he was laser focused.
I feel like through practice and time training, you're probably riding from like 90 to 95%. And then, you know, you go into qualifying, you gotta like go to 100%. You need to ride a lot harder than you do in practice and in time training. But if you ride at that speed all the time, you got a good chance of getting injured. It's good you guys are going so well. It's such a brilliant show.
And I made it down training. My first time.
Make it down in qualies.
Practice yesterday, the first session, got 4 laps in and just progressively had more of a headache and felt dizzy and concussion symptoms, everything that I was dealing with before. Unfortunate because I already went through the full ramp and got as high intensity as I could away from downhill. But then that one last step of being at the World Cups on a track like this, pushing 100% in the heat, was just a little bit too much for me. We're not far off. It's the right call. We'll be back better than ever for La Tuile.
Like this next run, you've probably only got one more run. So try and build that pace again.
There is no key to putting a good run down anywhere. You've just got, for me, you've just got to go as hard as you can from the outset all the way through.
Quali day, go as fast as you can, try and qualify.
I think finals is like you're in the fight. That's all you want to be, isn't it? You're like, right, we're here now. But this is like where you're trying to get them to that point where you know they can be there, and you just want them to be able to do what you know they can do. Yeah. But you have zero control over it. You're just trying to help.
It's not bad.
Don't try and do anything different. Don't try and give it full beast mode that you want to do, alright? You should probably feel like you're riding well within yourself.
Yep, totally. You're in the nerves.
Where's this power?
Privileged to feel nerves.
Come on, Eris. 15 on the bubble. That's mega, isn't it? We've got Q2 if we need it, but that'll be really good for our confidence. Get a race run in that's 15, consistent. She needed that. She needed that. When you look at the names that are below him, it's mental. Henry Keeper, 23rd, Luca, Jordan, Matt Walker, Lockie, and he goes 15th now. That'd be too nice. Alright? You can go straight through in Q1, I know you can.
Yeah, let's do it.
Exactly that. I don't think that was a good run before. No. Really nice flow. You'll be rewarded for that. And if you get out of it or make a mistake, just get back in the flow. Don't try and make it up, you know. She needs to sort of build back into it, doesn't she? She's had a massive couple of crashes at the end. You know, it's like if you had a slap and then you're like trying to go, right, forget that, it's absolutely fine, you know, nothing wrong. It's really hard to do that, even if physically you're okay. Get the strength back.
That's Lena's way of telling me to piss off.
God, look at it, it's like moon dust. I think that will help Eris having to come back up for Q2. I think it's good because it's another run under her belt. She can get used to it again.
Yes, come on, come on!
Pretty hard not to try and go real quick. That's kind of been my thing for the past couple of years, to kind of go all out. I've now got people around me that have brains. They're really helping me with the process of actually easing back into it, but it is quite painful and hard to do as a super competitive person. It was the worst run of my life. Oh, like, it was actually so bad. Thanks, guys.
No, you did great.
Yeah.
Better.
Very well done. It's been a good week.
Just so loose and so changing. Maybe go a bit more mental this afternoon if possible.
You just missed out, eh? You're like,
Where did I finish?
you're 12th. And then it's 2 to 3 where there was your.
That was a fucking mistake. It's just flipping. So sorry.
Everything's going in the right direction. It hasn't come together, but it's.
It's only so long I feel like you can say this, Coach.
But we are like look at like your consistency through the weekend on the probably the toughest track. Not lose focus on your abilities. And Lucas, you've stepped up a lot. I think it's positive to see where we've gone.
It's no friends on the hill. Friends at the bottom, but you want to destroy everybody and win the race, right? Do your job and say sorry at the bottom.
Come on, Nick.
Lena Frenner then, got a win earlier in the season for Norco Race Division there first. Really highly rated youngster, but just see that first corner, Nico's getting really battered.
Bad luck. Hey? Do you think maybe from that one stall you're starting to panic a bit and try and go fast again?
I think so, yeah.
Tracy Hamstreet free to go, winning them in the woods when things get steep and technical. She's got nothing but woods and steep and technical in front of her today.
But I'll say she's really good at making mistakes and just putting them behind her. I wouldn't say at all that she rides sketchy, but she rides loose. And when the bike's moving side to side, it doesn't seem to bother her.
Yeah, she definitely rolls the dice. We saw that the last 2 rounds. Leah Gang and Luke 1.7 back though, so this time on Cabiroo looking all the better. They've done something really, really special through that last split to get it. Hemstreet heads down the line for Norco. 2 seconds back on that time of Marine Cabiroo, but second place, Nico.
That was a mature ride, really, really good. Really good. Yeah.
Growing every week. Different challenge now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel like this is better than winning.
You learn more from this. No, another win. Let's really feel the pressure then, because it's 4 from 4.
Yeah.
You've got to go for 4 from 4. It's like, whoa. Whereas now you step back.
Yeah, everyone was like 3.
Spotlight's off you. So let's do you.
Yeah.
And do what we do.
Kind of just dribbled on to not make sense there. So.
Have you had a sandwich today?
No.
I've got a sandwich in my bag for you.
Oh.
Sandwich?
Yeah.
What's the f***ing word I'm looking for right now?
Yeah. Drop your